Happy July, everyone. Today is July 1st, 2025. This is Sheepadoodle Canine Manor. Website, sheepadoodles.com. sheepadoodles.com or lawpadoodlecaninemanor.com. Lawpadoodle is LAWPDOODLE. K, the number 9. Manor, MANOR.com. Okay, these are our 10 Sheepadoodles. F1, that's all we've ever bred in our first litter just turned 14 in May of this year. And we know 2 that are still surviving. 1 belongs to my daughter. I should have gotten a picture of the last couple of days. She was here. Sometimes I get grandbabies to babysit, but more often I get canine babies to babysit. So I had her 2 dachshunds and Chessie. Okay, and Chessie is a little over 14. We have her Nemesis, which is a mini poodle, never bred. She turned 14 in April, I believe. She was not supposed to be a mini, but she ended up being a mini, and we don't do minis, and so she's ended up being a beloved nuisance pet for 14 years. So we do love her. She still hops up on the bed. She still hops over the electric wire and goes for a stroll up and down our country road. But we love our Sapphire. And anyway, but when the 2 of them were being raised together as puppies, they did not like each other. Yeah, they were definitely territorial of each other's spots and places. And now they're indifferent. I mean, but anyway, back to the reason I'm making this video today. I would like to encourage, this is a litter of 10, 3 boys, 6 girls. We have 8 reservations with deposits, 2 openings. I'd like to encourage, as of the publication of this video today, July 1st, 2025, that we get selections moving. I believe Kathy is first on our list. And of course, Kathy is going to be utilizing our trainer, Julie. Our trainer friend Julie, and I will be meeting Julie with her puppy on a scheduled date. I've got a couple of other people that I'll be meeting in LaVale, Maryland as well, so hopefully we can all schedule it on the same day. And I'll be working on that very soon. It's kind of hard to do that ahead of time. I do know I've got someone that I'll be meeting at our local airport in Clarksburg, going to Florida, and that will be during the week. No, I believe on a Sunday evening, if I remember right. And so normally I don't travel at all on weekends. The schedule of their flight, which is very limited as far as our local airport, 20 minutes from our home, is limited to only a couple of days a week. So they could take what they got what they could, and they'll be flying back the same evening to Florida. Okay, and anyway, so that would be, I believe, Lauren, if I remember correctly. I don't have my list, obviously, in front of me. I have my phone, which is taking video, and I would have to look it up on that, which might mean interrupting the video. So, I'm not going to do that right now. All right, there's the one we call Miss K with the red collar. I just changed their collars to they also got another round of deworming. And okay, let's see. What do we got? We got a blue eye on that side on her right. Hey, come here. Look at me. Oh, it's so hard for me to see and look through the viewfinder at the same time. No, I think she's only got the one blue eye, and that could be just a partial blue eye. All right, here's our sable girl, or kind of brindle. I don't know. Time will tell. I mean, she's definitely going to get silver. And white. She's not going to stay black and well, she's really kind of black and brownish white. She could carry the Merle gene. I'm not going to submit the DNA, but if the family wants to submit the DNA and confirm the Merle gene, you're certainly welcome to do so. Okay, hey, because we do not allow breeding for these puppies. These are pets only, because we are firm believers in the first generation 50-50 on our Sheepadoodles. Okay, now, I was trying to look at your eye because it almost looked like you have a blue eye. No, I don't think so. Okay. All right. Yeah, they itch when I change their collars. You're a mess. This guy has 2 blue eyes. This is the one that we believe. It's either 2 blue eyes or a blue eye and a partial blue eye. But both eyes have blue in them. This one is Phil. Okay, I can't remember all the names, but I can point out the colors of their collars. And this is our light green collared girl. Why are you doing that in the bed? You know better. Unfortunately, they have very firm poopy. And so I've been able to, you can see that. So I've been able to just kind of scoop it up. But they have been using their potty box. Now, I scrubbed everything today. And so they're probably reluctant to go in there because they're like, well, there's no potty in there. But they have been I've caught several of them using the potty box. So they are learning. As we wean Mom, one thing I forgot to mention on the last video, we will also be introducing a crate. It will stay open every day, be cleaned every day with their box. And have a little bed in it. I'm kind of debating on to whether to do that or not, but it's easier to pull out of bed. They usually don't mess in it, which is nice, and that's exactly what we want. But it just tends to be easier to change out of bed and clean out a little bit of lingering sawdust from their feet than not. But some people prefer not to have beds in their crates. Okay. This is our green collared boy, and I think there is blue there. I did not do individual photos this time. Like I said, it's hard for me to verify. I know you've got, at least that's orange collar. She's got blue, I believe only on the right. I think we looked at you a couple times last week. Again, I really can't see. If I look at her, my viewfinder, as I've noticed I did a couple of times, it goes elsewhere. Look, guys, you know better. Now, what we do in part of our training, I don't get rid of that poo, especially because it's nice and firm and won't make a mess. I will pick it up and put it into the box, and that helps to draw and train them that's where their poopy goes. That's right. That's right where they're poopy. And we do provide a little box, a little sandwich bag full of, because a little goes a long way, of these pine pellets that we get from Tractor Supply. An idea from one of my customers, not mine. Years ago, to use it in the yard, just like a half a handful in a few spots as you're training them out to go to the potty outdoors. Because most of the time training takes place that you take them out at certain times, like just after they ate, just after they played, just after they woke up from a nap, just as you're taking them out of their crate. Well, generally until they figure it out on their own, most people are going out and supervising and making sure that they do their business. And sometimes smelling that, knowing that that's been utilized as their potty area here, will help to draw them to that place. So we do provide that in your going home package. All right. And let's see. Well, I'm going to stop looking for blue eyes and look for puppies. How's that sound? You're just climbing on me. This is our yellow collared girl. All right. And of course, we just looked at our orange collared girl. Their faces are a little messy because they just had their mush, and you got some of it on your head, or I'd say one of your siblings put it on your head, huh? Yeah. They just had their mush. They get it about 2 or 3 times a day. Actually, I think it's up to 3 times because I believe my husband's giving it to them at 6 a.m. Then I give it to them midday. And then, of course, at nighttime as we shut down for the evening. Yeah, they were a little slow in learning how to eat. But once Mommy helped kind of encourage them, they did. She's been outside today. Our weather is a lot cooler. We've had some rain. Praise God. And it's a little bit cooler, and I think she deserved a little bit of time outside, although I think she'd rather come back in. All right, we're working on 10 minutes already here, so let me get going here. This is Phil, our light blue collared boy. Again, the one we call Miss K, our red collared girl, our light green collared boy. Who's over there? Hey, what are you doing? I think that might be our pink collared girl over there, our big girl. Hey, these are new nursery shoes. Don't chew on. No. That's bad habits. That's Uncle Si. He's always ornery anyway. You see it. There's our aqua colored girl. Okay, she's a Merle. Yeah, what? What are you whining about? You're not getting attention enough? Okay, and here's our green-collared boy. All right, this would be Willie. Hi. Hi there, Bubby. No blue eye that I can see in there. Okay. Hi. Nor her. Okay. Blue eyes don't make a lot of difference. Just people are partial to them. I like blue eyes. I do. Years ago, I actually had a couple of blue eyes in puppies. Whoops, excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't lift my leg high enough. That's what comes with age. Okay. You must have been eating. I know what's going on with her. She's eating a lot like usual. And so she's knocked out. All right, here's our purple collared girl. Yeah. Hi, baby. She's very friendly. Yeah, she likes to give... that's my toe. I'd rather you chew on my shoe than my toe. It's got little needle teeth. Yes. All right, that's our orange collared girl. I'm hoping that as I move through them that I won't miss anybody. There's Uncle Si again, hiding behind me. Yeah, here's our dark green. Yeah, which is Willie. Again, those are the only three I can really usually remember because they are the only... Well, no, I should know the other boy. Wait, it's Willie, Si, and Phil. Oh. Hey, look at me. Hey. She might have a partial blue on that one side. Again, the light can be very deceiving. Look at you. Phil's up here in my lap. I love it when they come up and crawl on me. Yes. I got a couple pictures of my granddaughter in here playing with them too. She just really enjoys them. I'll have her here. Well, I don't know about next week. But the following week I'll have her here for a couple days. So she'll be over here helping me with my chores. And we'll get some pictures of her seeing the puppies. All she wants to do is pick them up. But I make her sit down to have the puppies climb on her because it's much safer. She is going on 5. She'll be 5 in October. And, but puppies can be quick and they can startle somebody holding them that's not really sure how to hold them, especially someone as young as my granddaughter, and possibly drop them. And we don't want to take that chance. No, it happened to me many years ago to my pet Sheltie. Yep, not by me, but it was a visitor. But it happened. Man, you might have a blue tint to one of your eyes, but nah. I think, again, you know how a lot of times they say babies are born with blue eyes, but they change as they get older? Well, I see the same sometimes in puppies, but what confuses it is the fact that puppies, when we've got some that are definitely blue and some that aren't. Okay. I need to scoot over here so I can get our pink-collared girl to wake up and at least talk to me. Yeah, you guys are so sweet. I got to get off the ground, which is much more dramatic than it used to be, especially since my back injury last year. I can get there. It just takes me longer than it used to. Okay. There we go. Hey, girl. Can you wake up just for a minute so we can see you? See you? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's Phil. Are you in a daze now? It's our pink-collared girl. She's our big one. Biggest one in the litter. What? Doesn't mean she'll mature to be the biggest, but she's definitely the biggest. All right. I believe the firstborn in this litter was our green-collared girl. Well, no, I can't, yeah. I'd have to go back and check, but I don't always. And in this case, we were keeping an eye on her, and we didn't expect her to have puppies for another few days. You really did, Edel. You're just tired. That's okay. Time for your afternoon nap. Guarantee you, as soon as Mommy gets in here, she'll jump up. Let me just give you a little perspective from up top here. I'm not going to go 20 minutes. We're working on 15 as it is. Just hoping my hit everybody as they approach me. Our teal-collared girl. Yeah, I think I did mention you. That towel's in here in case somebody piddles. Not on the blanket or on the... You're laying on poo, baby. I'm going to have to move you again. I don't want to be bothered. Oh, yeah, they're getting tired. So, again, I want to really encourage, and I'll be kind of reaching out. I have no idea what my watch just did. But anyway, I'll be reaching out to kind of encourage people to get moving on their selections. I'll be happy to, if you need me to come over and get, if you have one or two in mind, to come over and when it is your turn to select, to come over and get more of a close-up if you want. I would think you'd be able to see most of what's going on, especially more in color than I can with close-up pictures. They become a little bit more challenging, the still shots at this point. A lot of times I'll end up putting them in a basket or something like that, which of course it really doesn't do anything but emphasize maybe their face if I can get them to look at me, but doesn't do anything for seeing the markings on the rest of their body as the video does. So I do hope this is very helpful to everyone, except Miss Sleepy Bud over there. But hey, I'd rather her be sleepy than whiny and carrying on. She was rather vocal when she was younger, but she's become a little bit quieter and more at ease with things around her. There she's moving. No, don't you dare. Okay. So thank you very much for viewing our puppies. And if you have any questions, I will be getting in touch with everybody. And after I get this video published, which still I have to drive down the road to do. So even though it seems like it's not a big deal, it kind of is, because it just interrupts my day. I have to hop in my car, drive a mile and a half down the road, and it's just a pain. But anyway, hopefully it'll go up quickly like the other one did. Signal will be good. And that was very good. You know, in my days of horses, they said if horses rolled over all the way over, that was a sign of intelligence. We do have a geriatric horse on our property that we're keeping for my, hopefully to be soon, niece fiance or niece-in-law at some point. But anyway, my nephew's girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, she'll be finishing up her 4th year of vet school next year. So she's a 3rd year, just finished her 3rd year. So officially we hope to have a vet at least coming into the family by this time next year. So anyway, but she brought back a horse here to stay with us, and she comes by and checks her daily. But she's a geriatric horse that was part of the Virginia Tech program for many, many years. And she will live here until it's time for her to go to horsey heaven. So anyway, thank you very much again for viewing our puppies, and may God bless you.